So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those that say this is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it. I can say in the United States, people aren't talking about anything else. But it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So you want to know what people he's talking about so you can get in on the conversation? Because you haven't heard anybody. So you want to know what American people
in 9 years that the U.S. president has went to Beijing. They're doing big business out there. They got to get the straight. So China needs the straight open border to the U.S. They get 50% of all of their oil through the strait. Through the strait.
Well, they get it straight from Iran.
Yeah, but 50% of all their oil comes through that strait. And I think 20% of all the whole world's oil comes through that strait. So that strait is extremely vital.
Yeah.
So if China and America unite on something, that thing should get done, because those are the two biggest superpowers in the world by far. China was literally hyped that Trump was there. I mean, his entrance was grand, especially I saw one compared to Obama's, and it was like night and day difference. For my boy.
They really pulled out the red carpet for him.
Red carpet, American flags.
Does this look like China just bend a knee?
The president picked up NVIDIA's Jensen Huang during an Air Force One refueling stop in Alaska, and that's why he's got Elon Musk back in the fold for at least a few more days. Both of these CEOs are critical to keeping America ahead in the race for AI supremacy. National security concerns have legally prohibited NVIDIA's most advanced chips from being sold to Chinese companies, except under very strict conditions. We don't know if this trip will loosen some of those. The president says they will talk about Taiwan as well. He said this week that he knows China doesn't like that the U.S. is selling arms to Taiwan, so he thinks that's going to come up. And of course, the war in Iran. They use a lot of oil from Iran here in China. Roughly a third to half of the crude oil that comes to this country starts through the Strait of Hormuz. So it is in China's economic interest for the war in Iran to end. Is that something she can help with?
I think it's funny how Taiwan makes the chips and we made it illegal for them to sell the chips to.
We can't let them beat us in the AI race.
Yeah, we can't.
NVIDIA is the most powerful microchip company in the world.
So Taiwan is a great ally that we have.
Yeah.
So we should protect them.
Yeah.
We do need those chips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So protect Taiwan, please. That's why this is a good deal that they're meeting. So that, because I remember China was thinking about invading Taiwan, and that would have sucked. So that shows how bad they actually wanted those chips. All right, so these are the hitters. We got the heavy hitters there.
Tesla, Apple, BlackRock, Cargill, Boeing, Visa, Cisco, Illumina, Coherent, Micron, Qualcomm, MasterCard, Meta, Goldman Sachs, Blackstone, and GE Aerospace.
The hitters.
It says they're worth over $1 trillion, these people.
So it's big business being discussed over there. I mean, you got the big businessmen there.
Extreme business. This is business
important
itself.
I have a question. Would y'all trust Kamala in a meeting like this?
Shit, no.
Kamala or Trump? You know, you can't.
You gotta choose out of the evil. You gotta choose out of the evil.
You want Trump leading these meetings, or do you want Kamala leading the meetings? The choice is the American people's, and the American people chose. My friend Mark Wilburn is hosting a free 5-day Zero to Trading boot camp from May 18th to May 23rd. Mark has nearly 20 years of trading experience. His students have beaten the market, some even doubled or 3-time returns. The last boot camp got incredible feedback, with people saying it changed their financial lives. Tickets are normally $97, but Mark is making it completely free for our listeners.
Last time Mark had one of these, we had incredible feedback. One of our subscribers named Randy said that the Zero to Trading Bootcamp is an amazing program and his financial life was forever changed. So if you're looking to join, that's freecartierticket.com to reserve your spot.
Unfortunately, we have a reality that, again, we got to face. a third of all hospices, a third of all these programs in the entire country are in Los Angeles. Ask yourself, how is that possible? It's not. There are not that many people dying in Los Angeles. We're not talking about California, just Los Angeles. So Kim and the team, on which Janina will go and a bunch of other great folks, went through the list of all the people, and we believe that at least half of the hospices in the entire area around Los Angeles are fraudulent. And today we announce 800 of those hospices have been suspended. That's getting us, close to where we think we should be. 800 hospices that last year charged the federal taxpayer $1.4 billion.
I mean, how did all those
will
get
no longer
opened
be paid.
by these psychotic
if your
people?
core business was
Probably
shut
the
down by the federal
psychotic
government,
people
would you
they
call?
knew.
Yes.
You would call.
Right, and
Crickets.
they knew that somebody
We
would have to
less
take
than
care
20
of that.
who have complained.
We'll
We're
go
not
in
even
and
sure those are
save the day.
legitimate.
The same
800
people
hospices
they
shut down,
give.
and we're not hearing much
I know,
crickets
tell it, it's so
out there.
fucking
So we
stupid.
believe we're on
Hopefully
the
the
right
proper
path here.
authorities
Next
actually
is a
acknowledge the
nationwide
facts.
moratorium on all new hospice and home health care. Why is that possible? Because when we squeeze the balloon in California
You
and
see,
slow their growth of hospice
what
and
is
now
it?
take
Isn't
away
his wife
800,
some of the activist
the
groups
payments
and
800 hospices, we know what those fraudsters do. They move to nearby Nevada. Next door, Nevada has a
they look
sevenfold
together
increase
like
in
Dr.
hospice
Oz,
rate. Arizona,
Dr.
Texas, they're moving
Drew,
across the country.
Dr.
So we
Phil.
today announcing
Remember
a
the
moratorium
doctors,
nationally. There
that
will be
show?
no new hospices or home health care open in this country.
What a joke.
If you have the program now, you can keep it. You can go to ones that already exist. We're not taking away any services, but there will be no new ones, licenses granted until we can figure out a better way of working across government.
1/3 of all hospices in the U.S. are in LA alone.
That's insane.
And of those, half of them
How
are coming
do you
from
sleep
fraud.
at
A
night?
lot of money is being taken here. This is
Here's an
actually
opportunity
insane.
for you to sell some
Everybody
sleep
saying,
medication.
Tap in.
So it looks like people are sick of this, and JD Vance
You know,
has a
I'll
little
pass
something to
on
say
that. I was
about
just
what we're going
wondering
to do
how
about this
people
fraud.
like you
We
fucking
have to
sleep
take the
at.
fraud issue seriously. We really have the most accelerated, aggressive anti-fraud operation that we've ever seen from the federal government.
Every week, I get a report from the task force. We have our weekly meeting, and I am shocked every single day by the things that we find.
This is not just theft of the American people's money. This is also theft of critical
Well,
services.
if you're
that
shocked,
the American
Vance,
people
then you
want.
haven't been here very long, because many have been fed up with it for years. So maybe he should look into another job, huh? If you're shocked at what many have been horrified by for years,
Your dentist
yeah.
and hygienist
Sounds
app.
fucking slimy to me. Or just
sensitive mouths with
innocently ignorant. Either way,
and strengthened
move
teeth.
along,
Closest, the gentle mouthwash for sensitive mouth.
what's that? Is he gonna be up in Bangor? That's
We have two
funny.
different opinions sitting on this couch over here. Colin.
I really hope that the
definitely
proper
stressed.
authorities here in Augusta, Maine, I mean, if they really care and want to help explain and for people to understand all of that, it's fucking ridiculous how they're just profiting from the shock and horror of the crimes that which they committed and gave people abilities and capabilities to do those crimes. I know. I mean, they know right who to target with that stuff. You know, I could really care less. Yeah, you can eat fucking shit and die, dude. Anyways, I really hope that the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine, do what they're supposed to do to report the facts. It might offend some people. Oh, then you can't politically incorrect if it offends anybody? Okay.
I want to make sure I understand this well. So you're saying that we kicked off 800 fraudulent healthcare providers off of the Medicare system, and not a single one of them called the government and said, hey, we made a mistake.
We've had a handful of calls. We're not sure they're the
That's
genuine.
okay. That's
But
fine.
it's
It's
less than
politically
20 out of
incorrect if it
800,
offends
and
people.
we're
So we just
Unbelievable. So
let it go.
these 780 are
It's
not
politically
even trying to claim
incorrect
that they're not fraudulent. And again,
to address those things because it exposes what we believe to be good people to be bad, and we don't want to do that.
Fraudster rich. It's just completely
Shut the
insane.
fuck up.
Drives home the scale.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
County, Ohio. Date of incident, undisclosed in footage. A domestic disturbance call involving an active temporary protection order. A protection order violation via indirect contact, active flight from officers' taser deployment, and an alleged assault on a law enforcement officer. Legal framework, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Ohio Revised Code, and controlling Supreme Court precedent.
What's your guys' relation?
That's my dad. I can't even check one now.
Okay. Is he inside?
Yeah, he's sitting right there.
Okay.
My sister called and said that he was in there acting up when I called him. He wasn't.
Who's that chief go against her for?
Hello? My sister, her husband, and his daughter.
Anyone here? Is it against him or for him at all?
No.
Everything okay?
What happened was he was arrested and he went to court and everything, and he was only supposed to be here for a couple weeks, and it's turned into months. He won't come. He needs mental help. He needs help so bad. Someone needs to force him because he's going to end up hurting someone or hurting himself.
Well, currently the county has charges against him for protection violation. That's why they're
Yeah. Because
also to check here.
he's using my dad's cell phone to text and call my sister and my nephew and threatening them. She's got it on. He just won't stop.
He took off running from us.
I seen it. We pulled up.
So he'll probably have charges from us too for running.
The thing is, like I said, they arrest him, they keep him on video cam, and he's right back out.
That's our complaint too. We can only take him here.
And that's what he knows. He knows he's not going to get nothing out of it. You know, a slap on the hand.
Sometimes the court doesn't work in the victim's favor, but that's for them to decide.
So, okay, what he said.
Is everything okay here though?
Yeah, he's fine.
What was going on here?
Barricade myself on the wall.
You told him that he couldn't use your phone? Hang on, buddy. I'm having trouble hearing you over the TV.
Doesn't want him using his cell phone. So you've seen these cases too where they'll use the elderly guy's cell phone to watch some pretty horrific stuff or use it to peddle it, and then it looks like it's coming from the old man's phone, and then that old dude might get targeted from some of those child pedo chaser and feeder groups that they feed it to. Yeah, I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but it looks like it's again typical notations. It's starting to ring in that direction. But we've seen that a lot, just FYI, so people know. And so that's, I mean, somebody might have told him, don't let him use your phone. You don't know what he's doing on there. What if he, yeah, exactly. I mean, people know that. So then he tells him, I don't want you using my phone, and it pissed him off. It is. When you see, again, a lot of the people involved kind of with those things, it's just sad. You wonder, like, why, right? And then the drug problems they have and just whatever it is, because their history, they have a harder time. Yeah, a lot of them were medicated early on. We've noticed that with a lot of those things, that people that get put on those SSRIs at a younger age are more likely to have severe mental problems and inabilities to cope with reality and emotions. You don't have to argue about that. Like, that's been proven. So I'm not going to debate that with you. Okay. Bye-bye. See, just like that. I mean, I could have debated with them, but I'm not going to at the moment. But yeah, anyway, so right, there's not too much to debate when it's well known and documented. Right, but it's good to see how people talk so confidently. And when a lot of those people are well established in our systems and people entrust in that paperwork, yeah, you start to see it, dude. It's been so fucking scary, but it's also pretty exciting and cool to know that it is being watched and people are seeing. How incredible to be able to do that, because so many, I mean, when the capabilities just don't exist. I mean, you can get into a space of hopelessness. But when the capabilities are there, And you see it happening. That is pretty exciting. And also scary, as you can see, it's pissing off a lot of people. Right, just something as little as that, right? See how it pissed him off? Because the old guy told him, don't use my phone anymore. He's a nice, quiet, gentle man. It's just, he's probably worried. I don't know what he's going to be doing on there, and I don't want to get in trouble if he uses my phone for anything. Right, and it can get pretty bad, not just, getting a simple crimes or fines. Like we said, if they make it look like he's watching or do watch some of that stuff that they'll purposely feed to the old man's phone, and then he'll go on and watch it, and then boom, that gets peddled to the chasers and the feeders. And that chaser would then target the old man. See how that's a business? I know, and they make road trips out of it. Where are we going today? Who's our sick watcher today? Right, this has been bad. I remember before, it was like 2016, 2017, that was getting really bad. Cheese pizza. It's so stupid, isn't it? Like how people get all caught up on dumb rumors and little hook phrases and yet ignore the serious allegations and abuse. And then just jump on board the victim funding with nasty fucking druggies that are oftentimes the ones perpetuating the crimes. It makes you sick. We've seen a lot of good people and investigators literally kill themselves because they get so sickened by it and have dealt with it for years. Yeah, that kind of stuff, it helps us, kind of reiterating that. It's a reminder to help us, kind of stay strong. Sure. It is, it's sad, but I mean, we're at peace. Life is beautiful. We're gonna go make a tea. Gonna warm up. We made that sweet pea soup yesterday. We're gonna eat the rest of it today. It was really good. It's sweet pea, it's the split peas with onions. We put it in the pressure cooker. Yeah, the thing works great. We did a little bit of molasses, a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, the wing sauce, nutmeg. Am I missing something? I think that was it. Did I say molasses? A little bit of molasses. Oh, we put a little bit of the pumpkin powder. It doesn't change the flavor too much. It gives it a nice bit of a thicker consistency, I think. The pumpkin? Yeah, I got that one at Walmart, but you can get it at other places. It's a pumpkin seed protein powder. It's really good for you. The magnesium and zinc in it. Supports muscle recovery, boosts heart health, improves immunity, and promotes better sleep due to high tryptophan levels. High quality plant protein, boosts muscle growth and recovery with around 19 grams of protein per serving in products like Dr. Murray's organic protein. Yeah, some have a combination, so it'll be right in with other things. This one is just the pure. Yeah, I love it. It's really good in soups. Heart health supports, rich in magnesium, which helps regulate blood pressure and healthy fats that can reduce LDL bad cholesterol. Immune system boost contains high levels of zinc, 45% of daily value per ounce, which acts as an antioxidant and supports immune function. Bone and joint health provides significant amounts of magnesium and phosphorus to support bone density. Nutrient-dense nutrition, high in iron, which reduces fatigue and tryptophan, an amino acid that can help improve sleep quality. prostate and bladder health, often used to support prostate health and reduce symptoms of an overactive bladder. What's that? You gonna go get some right now? You were just told about your prostate health. It's a sign. It is good stuff. You know, and there are other things too similar that have the same kind of nutrients, so that magnesium, the zinc. Yeah, I like using different, I don't like just taking one supplement with that stuff, and I think these kind of things work a lot better when you can incorporate it into like a smoothie or a soup or a drink. Yeah, because it just, for me, it just seems to distribute better. I don't know. Has a mild nutty flavor for blending into smoothies, yogurt, or adding to baked goods. A lot of potassium, 440. Yeah, that's all I put in it, and it tastes really, really good. I made a plant-based burger on the side with no bun. We just cut up the burger, cut it up into little chunks, and put it in the soup. Really good.
Not use your phone anymore?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told me when you use my phone, calling crap people don't.
Yeah.
And then he started yelling. I was on the phone with Dad at the time. He started yelling, calling him on the top of his lungs, cussing at him, calling him an old man, saying, "Come on."
Did he threaten you at all?
I put knocking on his ass. He said, "Come on, old man. Come on, old man."
You threatened to knock him on his ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the deal. So when he gets out, his stuff's here. What do we do to get him to stay away?
Monday morning, I would go to the courthouse, try to file for a protection order. That'd be your quickest bet. That way, they can force him out of the house. And if he comes back, you're charged with protection order violation, just like he is for calling up there, I assume. And then he won't even be able to come here and get his stuff. You'll have to have an officer present to do that. That's the best route. So if you go to the municipal court, you tell me you want to file for protection order, they'll give you a packet to fill out. And then I would ask for like the emergency one, since there's threat of violence. You probably won't get that, and that'll be enacted immediately. And then you'll have a court date in the future to solidify that. All right. Do you have an ID on you? Or can you give me your information? Or do you want to get it? What's your case, please?
I heard him also play
Thanks,
one
sir.
of those. He's got issues, I'm telling you.
What's his name?
Zachary.
He looks familiar, but I
He's
didn't
been in so much trouble.
I don't recognize the name, but I recognize his face.
Do you have any drug usage?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what started all this. He's been in prison. He's been all kinds of places, and he'll get clean for a little bit, and then goes right back.
So does he act like this when he's using drugs, and
Yes.
then he don't act like this at all when he's not?
He's not as bad. When he's been doing something, you can really tell because he acts psycho. He's like rambling and stuff, and
About the government?
everything.
What's he normally use when he does?
About the government.
I know he used to do the heart stuff because my sisters had to use what's it called?
Yeah, let's call
The-
those little
3 times on it.
businesses.
So he used to do the heart stuff. Now I think it's just marijuana.
When you start to see it, understand it. I mean, it doesn't.
I see him more like a stimulant.
Exactly. It's just something to be aware of. Right, well, so many won't even address
So he's
it.
got a long history of
It's
drug
scary.
use, and he'll say stuff like he's the most important man in the world. And I'm like, why? Well, because I got the star dating. He needs help. He really
Did
does.
you have a prong you need?
I don't know if there's one stuck.
Yeah, and they don't realize like who the ones like keeping them silent. A lot of those feeders and chasers that keep those people silent. Yeah, how do you not realize that that's the dumbest thing, and anyone trying to get you to do that is probably involved with the crimes and fucking you over. We told them that years ago.
He lives here, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fuck us anymore. We're dead, and they have fucked and tortured our children, so I'm not sure. What else do you think he can do to us?
Protection order, he can't come back.
Correct. And then start the eviction.
Happy
notice, so that
trails.
way, during that time period, he can be evicted from here.
Let me go
I don't
refill
know if
my
that goes
water.
hand in hand
Oh,
or
I'm gonna
not,
make a
but
tea actually.
You don't have your garage, your truck keys, does he?
that's something to ask the victim's advocate. I'm not sure if the eviction goes hand in hand.
We did have a set of keys on him. There was a set of keys on him.
He doesn't, he doesn't.
I can't necessarily take his keys from him.
It's to the garage.
I understand that, but he's
He
also
doesn't
arrested
have
here.
no keys.
If you could work something out with the jail, I don't think I can take his property from him because he is a resident here.
He does.
Yeah. Regardless if he gets award or whatever from the jail and he comes back here, our hands are kind of tied. Because until Monday morning, like you were saying.
Will he be in there till Monday?
With his charges, I don't believe he'll have a bond until his court appearance. That being said, I have seen people get released. I highly doubt he will. I can't guarantee anything when it comes to the court.
Was he fighting you guys?
Roughly, yeah.
So you can't fit everything back to you, right?
Yeah, but that's not. They'll be released the next day under recognizance for that.
The cops can get the shit beat out, they don't care. Yeah, that was on him. Sounds like.
Oh, yep, that's them.
Like I said,
Did you take them from him or was he laying out there?
No, that was on him in his left pocket.
That's not his property.
Well, I mean, what's the car go to?
That truck that's in the garage and the garage key.
Whose truck is it?
My dad's.
Is it in your name?
Yep. There's nothing in his name. Like I said, he was in court. He didn't have nowhere to go. He come down here. He told Dad to be for 2 weeks.
Just truck keys in the garage.
I know it's in his
And if he
name.
lives here, we're leaving his residence. I'll take the email from there. Check it. Alright, well, we're gonna get him over there and give him a sense.
All that stuff, that was all that was.
There's no way we'll know when he gets out. Can anyone call
Yeah, we're
us?
gonna give you, well, the county should. Well, you guys have to take it. Well, the victim of the crime, what's her name?
Jen.
Keep in touch with her, because the courthouse will notify her when he gets out.
Okay.
So she'll be able to tell you.
All right, that's her
And
son.
you can always look it up online.
Okay.
The Ross County inmate list should be on there. So.
Okay.
Or call. He should be in jail at least until Monday for his initial appearance. So first thing in the morning, hopefully he'll be inactive and they can serve him before he's released. That way he can't come back here. If he comes back here, regardless either way, call. Because if you got the protection order, because then he can be served when we contact him if he hasn't been already.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
We'll get him up there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, just make sure.
Well, you ain't arresting me, bud. Stop.
He's pulling on. He's running.
You guys want to be in trouble today. That's what you do when you hit somebody else in the face. I didn't hit nobody. Who did I hit? Hit me right in the face. Oh, okay. I'm trying to run for you guys to the slugger. You got them. We're going to help you up. Go here on your side. These are two. What's this about anyway? Right, on three. Ready? Stuck around. 1, 2, 3. What's the charge? Oh, is it? face?
I don't see any. Why the jail nurse check it out?
Okay, well, can you read me my Miranda?
Can you sit forward?
Can you read me my Miranda?
Can you turn that way? I'm looking at your back.
Can you read me my Miranda?
I'm just looking at my jail.
Can you read me my Miranda?
You got to remain silent. There you go.
Oh.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Loom. Micro habits, micro wins, even microdose GLP-1s.
I can lose up to 11 pounds in 30 days? Heck yeah!
Now starting at just $79.
Drench your skin in creamy vanilla paradise with Palmer's Tahitian Vanilla.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? The scavenger hunt starts now. Oh, I should probably move.
Recent college grads could get a $500 rebate over and above most offers. Toyota, let's go places.
Tackle pet messes with Nature's Miracle stain and odor remover products. Our formula doesn't just target odors. It won't quit until the stain is gone too. Plus, it's safe for your pets and home when used and stored as directed. Trust the miracle. Nature's Miracle.
This Friday.
You ready? Hey.
We clapping. We come from a man who tried to kill our mama. And a mama who wants to kill that man. Make your daddy dead. Giving him what's coming to him.
Seems like we got a lot to talk about.
Is God Is. Rated R. Only theaters Friday.
OHIORC, Section 2919.27, Protection Order Violation. The subject used a third party's phone to contact and threaten protected parties. Ohio courts hold that indirect contact through third party devices constitutes a violation of Section 2919.27 regardless of the mechanism used. The statute prohibits all contact, direct and indirect. Deliberate circumvention through an intermediary is treated as an aggravating factor, not a loophole in subsequent protection order proceedings. A repeat violation elevates the charge from a first-degree misdemeanor to a fifth-degree felony under Section 2919.27B4. OHIORC Section 3113.31 versus Section 5321.17 Emergency Protection Order versus Eviction. An ex parte emergency protection order under Section 3113.3, one may be issued without the subject present upon a showing of immediate danger. It takes legal effect immediately upon issuance and service. Any return to the residence constitutes a fresh Section 2919.27 violation. By contrast, eviction under Section 5321.17 requires formal notice and a court process spanning 60 to 90 days, providing no immediate safety protection. These are parallel, not mutually exclusive legal remedies. Both tracks must be pursued simultaneously to address safety and tenancy. 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 property rights of a resident subject to arrest. A long-term resident retains property rights under the tenancy at will doctrine, regardless of the absence of a formal lease. Removal of a resident's property without a court order exposes officers to civil liability under Section 1983 for deprivation of a federally protected property right under color of law. Correct procedure, direct the family to jail property processes, and the civil protection order mechanism, not unilateral police seizure. OHIO Constitution Art. I Section 10, a Marsy's Law, adopted November 2017. The named victim holds a constitutional right to timely notification of any release or escape of the accused. This obligation rests on the Constitution authority. Officers directed by the family to make contact with the individual.
You got both cords? You'll probably never find a dart. I'll look around for you. You should have the cartridge still in it. But the dart probably, if you missed it, probably flung right off the... Yeah.
I thought somebody hit him, and I seen him stacked up, so I was like, I probably not going to take it.
I couldn't tell if he was shocked yet or not. I guess you saw him still running. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I had the widespread one.
Oh, did you change it?
For distance, yeah.
The widespread's for
not
close up. For
I had the
you had the close one?
The close, yeah.
Oh, the close one should have hit it from this far. That's about the limit though. This is what 20 something feet. Probably more than that.
It's probably. It wasn't layered up.
That's all right. You got it enough. I'm not gonna have a search for you. Some wires. I see it. Yeah, it's empty.
I didn't know what way to go rudder. I could go ring. I thought he would have went
Yeah.
off the fence and take more that way. I would have never thought he would have turned like this way.
He didn't want to jump past the looser distance.
I would have had my taser already up. So that's why it said he fights and falls around that.
He was a lot bigger than I expected him to be. Yeah, I followed it.
OHIO RC Section 2000, 921.331, failure to complement, flight. Flight on foot from officers constitutes an independent criminal offense. Under California Vehicle RAD 499 U.S. 6211991, no. Fourth Amendment seizure occurs until physical restraint or voluntary submission, meaning the flight itself is unprotected and immediately cognizable as a criminal act. Additionally, under the consciousness of guilt doctrine recognized by Ohio courts and state police and in related decisions, flight from law enforcement is admissible as circumstantial evidence of guilt on all underlying charges. Graham v. Connor, 490 U.S. 386 1989, taser deployment. Use of force is assessed under an objective reasonableness standard from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene, not with hindsight. 3-factor test, 1 severity of the crime, 2 immediate threat pose, 3 active resistance or flight. All 3 factors satisfied here. Distinction from Tennessee versus Garner, 471 U.S. 11985. Garner's heightened threshold applies only to deadly force. Taser deployment is less lethal force governed exclusively by Graham. No Garner threshold is required for less lethal force application. Sixth Circuit courts consistently apply this distinction in Ohio jurisdiction. OHIO RC Section 2903.13 assault on a peace officer. Striking a law enforcement officer in the performance of official duty constitutes a fourth-degree felony under Section 2903.1382. Sentencing range 6 to 18 months under Ohio RC Section 2929.14. Discharge carries a public prison term and substantially elevates total criminal exposure beyond the underlying protection order violation. Fear of lawful arrest does not negate the man's rea for assault and does not constitute a cognizable legal offense under Ohio law. Miranda versus Arizona, 384 U.S. 436-1966 rights advisement. Miranda attaches at custodial interrogation, not at the moment of arrest. Officers are not required to recite rights on a subject's demand alone. Berkmer v. Ark, McCarty 468, U.S. 4201984. Obligation is interrogation triggered, not custody triggered. Routine booking questions are categorically exempt. Key evidentiary consequence under the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. Wong Sun verse. United States 371 U.S. 4711963 statements obtained in violation of Miranda are suppressible along with all derivative evidence. Providing the advisement prior to interrogation forecloses suppression and protects the state's evidentiary record. Lessons learned, legal and tactical. One indirect contact via third-party device equals protection order violation. No loophole exists under section 2919.2. 7. Document all contact methods in the incident report. 2 taser cartridge selection is a pre-deployment legal and tactical obligation. Incorrect configuration can undermine the Graham reasonableness analysis by demonstrating inadequate preparation for the engagement distance. 3. Miranda is interrogation trigger. Providing advisement preemptively when a subject demands it costs nothing and protects the evidentiary record. 4. Emergency protection order and eviction must run simultaneously. Neither remedy alone provides complete protection under Ohio law. 5. Resident property rights survive arrest. Unilateral removal without court order creates section 1983 civil exposure regardless of the subject's conduct.
What is that?
God, I don't know, but I need it. This is my
Bedazzle that. Even in moments like this, it's hard not to just like adore her.
balls, man. Please, balls, man.
Life is never dull with her.
Paris Farmers Union helps you nurture the natural world. We have all the best known pet foods for your dog and cat, including Entrust, Acana, Imes, From, Taste of the Wild, and Blue Buffalo. Feed for your backyard flock, for your farm animals, and for visits from our feathered friends, including Paris Farmers Union's signature meaties. We're all part of the animal world in our own ways, so help them out with products from your local Paris Farmers Union.
On August 25th, 2022, an officer was on patrol when he observed an SUV parked in the right lane of traffic with its hazard lights on in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Upon approach, the officer noticed a female passenger, but no one in the driver's seat. The female, later identified as 40-year-old Miriam McLemore, stated the driver had left to get gas because they ran out.
Hello? How's it going? Everything alright? Does this work? Does it roll down? I'm sorry? I'm really sorry. Do you mind just rolling your window down or maybe cracking your door? I can't hear you with the traffic. Thank you. Everything alright? Just ran out of gas? Okay. You just right over here at Casey's? Okay, sounds good. Went and got the gas. Everything okay? Do you need any extra help besides the gas, or are you guys good? Okay. We've talked before. What's your first name again? I'm sorry? Alright, I was just trying to be friendly, okay? I'm not doing it.
Dispatch advised the vehicle was associated with 35-year-old Anthony Butler. The officer ran a check on Anthony and noticed an active warrant for his arrest.
We have a notation that Anthony Butler drives this vehicle, but not currently tangled or registered.
Shortly after, the officer observed him walking up to the vehicle with a can of gasoline.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's that? Yeah, I'm just standing by while you get gas and get traffic out of the way, okay? Appreciate it, man. Okay, he just showed up. That should work. For this?
Yeah. Due to the location of the incident and Anthony's safety, the officer wanted to keep him calm and wait until backup arrived so they could safely take him into custody.
You the owner of the vehicle?
No, not me.
No, not you? Okay. at the right spot.
When officers attempted to arrest him, he began screaming very loudly, claiming that officers were hurting him and causing pain.
Alright, can I talk to you over here for a sec, just in the grass? Just get some information from you real quick. Are you the owner of the vehicle?
No.
Okay, alright, what's your name?
My name is
Anthony, is it Anthony?
No.
Anthony, don't. Come
I'm
on.
not Anthony,
Stop,
man.
stop.
Why you want to grab me?
You have a warrant.
No, I don't, man.
Warrant for your
No,
arrest.
I don't.
Warrant for your arrest.
No, I don't, man. I'm not Anthony, man.
Let me go, man. Dude, I already put the picture up on you. Just
Why
relax.
you grabbing on me like this,
Because you
man?
have a warrant for your arrest. Yes, you do, Anthony.
No, I don't, man.
Anthony, you gotta relax.
No, man.
Yes, you do, sir.
No, I don't, man. What is y'all doing to me, man? Hey, record this. What is they doing to me? Hey, somebody help me.
You gotta relax. Okay?
Hey, man, somebody help me. Hey, y'all record this. I'm not doing anything.
That's fine.
Stop, man. Stop. Stop. I'm not doing nothing. Stop. I'm not doing nothing. Stop. Stop, man. I'm not trying to do nothing, man. What the fuck is y'all doing to me? Why is y'all grabbing me?
Anthony, stop.
Man. I'm not doing nothing, man. They fucking want to hurt me, man. I'm not just resisting. Why y'all grabbing me?
Hey, Anthony, just chill, okay?
I am chilling, but you bit in my arm. Somebody help me.
Anthony, we are recording.
They tried to kill me.
We're not trying to kill you. I'm taking you into custody for a warrant that you have, okay?
Man, I know you got what the hell? I don't have no warrant, man.
Anthony, stop.
Don't y'all pulling, man. Y'all just twist my arm, man. It hurt. Why y'all doing this shit to me, man?
Just
I was helping the lady with the car. I went to get her some gas and I came back, man. They grabbed me, man.
Just relax. We have a warrant for your arrest. We have to get this taken care of.
A warrant from where?
I don't care.
For what?
Remember, you also have charges that the sheriff's department needs to talk to you about.
What charges for what?
You have a bolo charge. They're going to come and speak with you.
What's a bolo charge?
I'll explain it to you. But you gotta just relax.
Stay cool with us, okay?
I don't want to run out into traffic or get hurt. Just relax. You'll be fine, okay? Let's get this taken care of. All right?
I didn't do anything. You don't know who I am, man.
Yes, Anthony. You have the warrant. Let's get this taken care of.
I was to help her with some gas. You don't go back and they just grabbed me, man.
You got handcuffs? I don't have cuffs on you.
They said I'm resisting. I'm not even doing it.
Just stay calm with us, man. You're all right.
Yeah, but why y'all just grab me and hold me?
We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you. Anthony, we'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you. Anthony, stop. Stop trying to pull your arm away. Yeah, I got Anthony, we're up.
Sorry, you see, I'm not even moving. They're gonna break my shoulder, man.
Relax. Stop.
They just grabbed me, man, for no reason, man. Why y'all just doing this? Y'all see what they doing to me? Is you recording this? Is you recording this? You see how they pulled up and just grabbed me? They took me somewhere and killed me, man. I'll put them in the back of this squad. Man, they finna kill me, man. I don't feel safe, man. I don't feel safe, man. Why is y'all bending my arms, my shoulders and stuff, man? I'm not even moving. But I'm not moving, though. It's how you said I am, and I'm not, man.
You said you have bolo charges for him, too?
I guess we do, yeah. So, What is that?
You have charges for your arrest, and you also have an open
This morning when our guys were out with you and stuff, we were obstructing and resisting.
How was I obstructing and resisting?
I don't know, I wasn't there this morning.
Okay, we're gonna go right over to this car, okay? Can you walk with me?
Man, can y'all give me some information first, man? Why y'all doing this, man? Come on, man. I'm not okay, man. You just been on my shoulder, man.
Okay, you got 2 sets of cuffs on you at this point, okay?
I don't feel safe, man.
That's right, Margo.
What's that?
Stop, y'all stop, man. Stop, man. Stop.
What are we doing? We gotta get you in the car here, okay?
Oh, man, y'all just grabbed me and started doing this shit to me like this?
Anthony then voluntarily gave up control of his legs and fell down to the ground screaming.
Y'all just showed me no water. I'm gonna bring out some gas in my car right now. Y'all just grabbed me. Stop, man. They trying to hurt me. They had me in the back of the boys was all earlier, man. They was trying to kill me. They was trying to kill me, man. They had me right now 6 stars deep, man. For no reason. They didn't tell me why they was messing with me, man. They trying to kill me, man. I get pulled over every day. They trying to kill me, man. I ain't even resisting. You better ask these guys. They've been out here watching the whole time. I ain't moving nothing. They didn't tell me why they grabbed.
Many individuals were watching the incident and recording with their phones based on the disturbance Anthony had created.
Let me go.
Anthony. Can I talk to you for a second? I'm Dan, alright?
They got my pockets. Leave me alone. Hey, leave me alone. Can y'all please record this? I don't care what I want other people to record this, man.
That gentleman down there is recording. And I think your girlfriend is recording.
Oh, man. This shit ain't right, man. Y'all should sit here and harass the shit out of black people, man.
I didn't even know you were black. I showed up because your car was out of gas.
You showed up and just hurry up and grabbed me. You was looking for me. The fuck? Don't lie to me, man. Hurry up and grab me. You weren't trying to help nobody. It's bullshit. Y'all racist as fuck, man. Y'all do this shit to them fucking white boys out here, man. Every black dude get treated like shit. The fuck? Y'all ain't got no reason to be out here this fucking deep doing this shit to me, man. What the fuck? I'm not being violent. But y'all being violent towards me, though, man. The fuck? Y'all violating my rights. Y'all being fucking violent towards me and everything, man. The fuck?
Tell it to the judge.
Man, what you mean, tell it to the judge? What the fuck y'all doing to me, man?
You got warrants, man.
Warrants for what? Some shit y'all made up.
Well, your probation ejection warrant. Yep.
Man, wow.
How is your PO, right?
How the fuck I get a probation warrant?
Is Helen your PO?
No.
Who is your PO?
You tell me.
Well, I think it's Helen.
The fuck?
Okay, so I talked to Helen earlier. Okay, you do have the DOC warrant. She said you had a meeting with her at 2 o'clock today, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get this part of the over with so I can call her and say, hey, you can come talk to her now.
What you mean, come talk to me for what? I ain't did shit.
So they should warrant for you this morning.
For what? Why you issue a warrant for me?
You have to ask them your contact with them down in the parking lot in the county, okay?
Man,
that's all I know. I've never met you. I knew your name, that's it.
Yeah, I bet all y'all know my name for no apparent reason.
Because you don't want it. We don't want it.
Oh, for what kind of war? A war with domestic violence? I'll be the one now. I steal something.
Did you miss court or something?
No, I didn't miss no court.
Well, you didn't miss bail jumping. For bail jumping? Okay. If I remember right. So we can't speak to the So the thing is, you go to jail, we'll have your PO come and talk to you, and then go from there.
Man, this is bogus, man. So y'all sitting there having these people put warrants out for my arrest. And I ain't did shit wrong, man.
If you continue this, you might just put a hold on you and you just sit for a while.
I got a hold on you. What the fuck you mean? She put a warrant on my arrest because of y'all.
Because she needed to talk to you. But once she talks to you today, she might release that.
She needed to talk to me.
But if you continue to do this, she'll just probably keep a hold on it.
What you mean, keep a hold? Y'all sitting there hurting me, man.
No, we're just trying to get you in the back. Yeah, we're just trying to get you in the back of the squad so we can get you down to the jail and then get her down there to come talk to you.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
Come on, man. Y'all trying to do anything y'all can to hurt me, man.
We're not. We're just trying to get you down here into the squad. That's it.
Y'all get my what about my car?
Well, we can work on trying to find somebody to come and grab it for you.
Man, y'all...
We're willing to work with you, but you gotta work with us.
Y'all trying to work on throwing me in the back of the car and taking me to jail because your mission accomplished. Y'all get it done, right?
We don't issue the warrant. We don't issue the
Y'all
warrant.
go have lunch and have fun, man. Y'all put a warrant up for my arrest for some other shit.
We didn't do that.
I was back there in the trails earlier, man. My business. I got pulled up on it and harassed. How's that resisting arrest? How the fuck was I'm under arrest?
Well, again, we weren't there this morning, so I can't articulate on that part of it.
It was also discovered Miriam had a warrant too. She initially ignored the officer's commands, but eventually complied.
Can you open the door for me? What's that? Because we need to talk to you. What's that? I can't hear you with the window off.
For no reason, they didn't send me while they was messing with me, man. They're trying to kill me, man. Trying to kill me, man. I ain't even resisting. Ask these guys if they watch the...
Can you unlock the door for us? I can't hear you with all the traffic in the window. Can I get you to roll down the window or open the door for us? What? Okay, why don't you roll down the window? Okay. I need you to step out of the vehicle for me, if you would, please. Because you got warrants.
You didn't ask me who I was.
What's that?
You didn't ask me who I was.
Okay, well, that's what we're gonna figure out. So I need you to step out of the vehicle. So.
I was just saying.
All right, but if you got warrants,
Get the same trusted Lysol disinfection that has a scent that'll make you move. Effortlessly kill 99.9% of germs with Lysol Brand New Day Lavender. It'll leave a scent you'll love.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union was born and raised here in Maine. And like Mainers, we're built on grit and a lot of gumption. We know your name, we know your story, because real community starts by knowing one another. Visit us today and experience the Dirigo difference.
You got warrants, though. We need to deal with those.
I don't need to tell you who I am.
Okay.
I'm just the person in the passenger seat.
Okay, well, we need you to step out of the vehicle, please.
Bullshit.
What's that? I need you to step out of the vehicle, alright?
You didn't have the right to sit
She's
Can you step out of the vehicle for us?
I know he's like in the background. Drink blood, like shit. She's like
If
this
you don't step
small,
out of the vehicle,
pale
we're
white
gonna
woman.
have to help you out, so...
Oh my god.
Set that down. Yeah, set that down. We have to put handcuffs on you.
Well, just, can you give me a second? I didn't even do nothing wrong.
Well, you haven't been the most cooperative so far. Let me ask you.
Because I was the passenger in the
Can you
seat.
put the cigarette on the ground for us?
Or put it in your
Take
mouth.
one last drag, or... Is it okay? Otherwise I can loosen it up a little bit if you'd like.
Wait, hold on.
We'll get good stuff for you. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, I want to tell you what to grab. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
Let's keep walking until we get over here and then tell me.
Well, why can't I just point it out?
What do you need?
I don't want nothing. I want everything to stay right there. And I'm not being used to my fingers and my stuff.
Okay. Jack, go ahead, put your cigarette on the ground for us. I'll set it up.
Oh, no, my wrist.
Okay. Well, do you want to get in yourself without me helping you?
That would probably be better.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to lift up your arm there, but if you can make her, I'll let you do it. Okay, so we need to confirm the warrant. So, are you willing to tell me your name? Otherwise, I'll just pull up a booking photo of you. Is that a no? All right. Ready?
Look, you gotta stand up, guys. There you go.
Thank you.
Man, this shit is not right, man.
Well, you just have to talk to your girl about that.
Man, what's up with my car? What's up with my shit?
We'll get a hold of her and let her know that that you'll be at the jail so she come talk to you.
Man, you're not gonna tell her nothing. You can care less.
Yeah, we will. We'll call her.
I never felt so violated in my life, man. What did I do for y'all to come down here and do all this extra stuff to me, man?
Yeah, it's just the warrants that you have.
Warrants? Where the fuck these warrants just came from today?
You gotta talk to
I am
police
not
officer.
laughing that he feels violent.
All of a sudden I got warrants this morning?
You have to take that up with your PO, man.
Y'all came and got on me real quick for a warrant that just got issued this morning.
Oh, your car stalled.
You said my car stalled. Yeah, it stalled.
In a lane of traffic. That's why I stopped. That was the whole reason why.
And you know, the same ones that get the goons and idiots in other areas to like say racist stuff and antagonize are the same ones that go to those like Bible Belt areas and get them on. Yeah, you can almost understand with the upbringing. Even I myself had moments of a child. You know, remember in the 90s? And there was a lot of that. You remember
So
the
you're passively resisting right now.
yeah, Jerry, playing Mississippi
Which means you're
Burning.
just standing here. You're not doing anything by
Color
getting in this
Purple.
way.
Y'all just
Yeah.
rolled up on me, making it seem like y'all been riding around the fucking town trying to find me for a misdemeanor warrant. Are you gonna help her? Put the gas in the car and then just grab me. Come here.
Right,
let me
when you
talk
see
to
those are also drug trafficking lines, and the ones manipulating, getting the goons to say the racist stuff, or those same that put the fear into these people about those areas and police in general.
Not obeying a lawful order.
Come on, man. You taking pride in this shit, man. Clearly look like you racist as fuck, man.
Right, it's just the rhetoric, you know, they get brought up with it, just pounded in their
Man,
head,
all
and it
that foul
just becomes
shit.
part
Y'all
of it.
racist as fuck. Foul what?
Those just start to see it everywhere they go, you
I'm
know.
gonna slam my hand against the door.
No, we don't want
Then tell me how to resist it.
No, we want you to get out of the car.
Hey, man, keep recording, man. Keep recording.
Come on. Let's go. Let's get in here.
They finna hurt me. Look, they hacking on me, man.
Because we need you to get.
Man, y'all just gonna force me?
Oh yeah, and then when you see how those same ones with the racial rhetoric and that stuff, it's the same with the drugs, weapons. Look at the yeah, they connected those dots along.
Yeah, I put my car in the parking lot.
I think what's his name, Mike Johnson, and a few others are kind of well aware of those different lines
Can you
and
put my car in the gas station,
operations.
please? Yes. Can I see y'all put it in the gas station?
I mean, I don't know if you're aware of that stuff or anything else, but those would kind of probably be people more in the position to have those understandings if given the right information, if not already.
You can literally sit right here, and I'll drive up to that lane. I'll come down the frontage road, and I'll park it right in cases with your permission, if you're allowing me to do it.
The deputy will sit here till that happens, so you know where your car is.
And then I'll give you the keys, and you can bring the keys down to, and I'll let them know. I'll let Casey's know, hey, this is going to be parked here for a while, and if you want to make some calls at the jail to get somebody to come pick the keys up and pick the car up. Otherwise, I don't know what her story is.
Well, that's good if you want to get deeper into it without see how those other resistance bands, they wouldn't do that. And if you tried to put that much, it would snap or just keep stretching. Right. So these, you get that little bit of a stretch, and then you have the durability to be able to get deeper into those ligaments. But that's for more advanced, you know, people that do probably more bodybuilding stuff and stronger. You do that, you don't. Yeah, I mean, with your, you probably injure yourself and tear a ligament to do that.
I literally got in here. I turned over here. This car is literally parked in the lane of traffic. I haven't attended a briefing yet. He wasn't even in the car. He was at Casey's getting gas. I came up. I tried to talk to her. She didn't want to identify herself, and I said, okay, I'm just trying to be friendly. And then I just went back to my car. And that's when I started running it, and Counselor said that he was associated with this, and then he came back, and that's when you showed up.
Well,
the sooner you get in there, I'll move it right now. Please, with me, we'll go forward. I'm gonna put it in your property. Your car's parked right there. All the doors I made sure were secured except the back latch. You know that, right? Okay, so he's, I did talk with the employees there. They said it was fine if you park here for a little bit, but as soon as you get to the jail, you gotta start making some phone calls. Otherwise, I'm sure they have a procedure on it. So I just, like I said, I didn't want to tow it from the street. I know we got off on the wrong foot. I truly do wish you the best of luck for you.
That's interesting.
I just, yeah, best of luck to you. The car's fine. If you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me. My name's Jake. Alright, I appreciate it, man. Are you good? Okay, thank you very much for your help. Take care. Best of luck, Anthony.
Miriam was charged with felony counts
No,
of bail
man,
jumping
I don't
×2
remember the
and
password.
possession of methamphetamine.
I know, don't
Misdemeanor counts of illegally obtained prescription and bail jumping ×2. Her cash bond was set at $250.
Well, that's why it's like, see how nifty the fingerprint?
Anthony was charged with misdemeanor
For
counts
someone
of
like
bail
me,
jumping, disorderly conduct,
I don't
and
even
resisting
can't
an
even
officer.
count the amount of
He was released
emails
on
and
a
different stuff.
$1,000
'cause
signature bond.
I lose the password.
Do you enjoy our content and want to see more? Join the Code Blue Cam Patreon for early access to ad-free videos, exclusive content not published on YouTube, behind the scenes, and much more. See the link in the description for more information. We are truly thankful for all your support.
What if that beach view they promised just got 100 times better?
It's time to make like a banana and split into 6 teams. That's right, Banana Ball is bigger. More teams, more games, and more excitement on True TV.
That is beautiful Banana Ball.
This baseball game is taking the country by storm.
Over 65,000 fans on hand.
A summer of America's pastime with a twist.
Showtime.
Guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Banana Ball, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Will not be here with us today. And right now, he is joining the IDF forces to see firsthand and bring you a close-up look at everything that is happening and all the loss of control in the security zone with Lebanon. So keep an eye out because it will be broadcasted next. So let's continue. We are now on boots on the ground, bringing you the whole truth about what is happening here in Israel and also the whole truth about what's happening in our neighborhood, the Middle East. And today is May 14th, and it looks like we are at the beginning of a heavy hammer war. Yes, I know what you think, that I just invented a new name for this war, but the American administration, they are considering changing the current name of the operation to the new name, which is Heavy Hammer. It comes from not only an image that will be changed, but also as a step that could serve as a legal and also tactical basis for reopening the fighting. So let's begin bringing you the whole truth. And stay with us until the middle, because today we have a special interview with Tamar Eilam Gindi, an expert on Iran, who will bring us what is really happening inside the Islamic Republic. So don't go anywhere, because it's fascinating. So let's begin. The situation right now is that the Revolutionary Guards in Iran are convinced that they can survive the economic and the military pressure, and therefore they refuse to discuss the nuclear program and are preparing themselves for another round of confrontation with the United States and with Israel. And Trump is getting closer to a decision on renewing the strikes. United States President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are meeting this morning on Thursday in Beijing in a tense and highly significant summit that is taking place in the shadow of the war in Iran. This is the struggle over Taiwan and the technological battle between the two powers. But just as only Trump knows how to make a meaningful and a great entrance when he arrives somewhere, in China as well, Trump was received with a festive ceremony at the Great Hall of the People on his first visit to China since 2017. And at the opening of the summit, Xi said that the world has reached a new crossroads and called on the two powers to succeed and prosper together. The United States President praised the fantastic relationship between the two countries, calling the Chinese president a great leader. Elon Musk also arrived, and the CEO of NVIDIA summed up that the two leaders were amazing. I have to say, I really like Trump's ability to bring business people together in order to create connections for a stronger economic future in the world. The United States President made clear that he will win the war against Iran and said in an interview that he didn't think that we need to help with Iran. We will win one way or another, peacefully or in a different way. This is what Trump told the reporters. And in the background, the tension in the Strait of Hormuz continues to rise. The Revolutionary Guards in Iran are trying to tighten their control over the Strait of Hormuz through oil and gas shipment agreements with Iraq and with Pakistan. And at the same time, Washington has already announced that an agreement was reached with China, according to which no country will be able to collect passage fees in the waterway. Look, Trump is debating between two options: to continue diplomacy together with a naval blockade, or to go for a short and decisive military move and diplomacy afterwards. If he chooses diplomacy and blockade, he will be able to use the visit to bring the Chinese into the effort and cause them to pressure their ally Iran to submit an improved proposal and open up the Strait of Hormuz. Choosing the second path means a powerful, time-limited strike, after which he hopes the Iranian regime will agree to surrender. The question is whether the United States and Israel will manage to win the war before the opening whistle of the World Cup soccer games, which begin exactly 1 month from now. And the United States is one of the hosts, and Trump is the main man of the celebration. He will not want to ruin the party for himself with a war that has not ended. So, while in China they are wearing suits at festive ceremonies with smiles and handshakes, the United States Secretary of Energy announced that Iran is frighteningly close to a nuclear weapon. According to the Secretary, Iran is only a few weeks away from enriching uranium to the level required to create a nuclear weapon. For the world to be safe, we need to put an end to their nuclear program. That's what he said. And the question is, what is happening with Iran? It turns out that despite 40 days of intense American and Israeli strikes on the Islamic Republic, the American Energy Secretary warned in the Senate that Tehran
you could
is
say,
only a
hey,
few weeks away
that station
from
has enough gas
enriching a
to
ton of
blow up
uranium
this whole block.
to military grade.
Well, yeah, but that's not what they're going to
A
use it
senior
for.
Iranian
People need
official
it to
threatened
fill
that
up their
if the pressure
cars.
continues, his country may enrich to 90%.
Yeah, but we can't have
We are
just
ready for
anyone
all
having those
scenarios.
kind of
And
capabilities.
a new report from American intelligence reveals that Iran has managed within a short
I'll
time
get back
to
to you
restore
on
most of its missile sites. According to the report, which is based on 2 senior American officials,
Tell the others.
a change is being considered from the current name of the operation, Epic Fury, to a new name, Heavy Hammer. The administration sees this move not only as an image change,
to be
but
so
also
naive.
as a step that could serve as a legal and tactical basis
And you know, for 3 generations, the Rosenbergs have made car buying in Maine fast, fair, and simple.
It's a Memorial Day sales event at Jack Chevrolet with special pricing on every vehicle. Try
Such a funny frustration.
Please for $349 a month. New Chevy Trax now $199 a month, and every new vehicle comes with a 15-year.
Satellite images confirm that there is no shipping around the Iranian island of Karag, a fact that increases the assessment that Iran is approaching economic collapse. But we all know that the situation in Iran will have to be catastrophic for the shocking regime of the Revolutionary Guards to actually surrender. In addition, the war in Iran is shaking the world. Now comes the next great concern. The war with Iran and the rise in the energy prices are pushing hedge funds into agricultural commodities, raising concerns about the broader increases in the prices of food, fertilizers, and biofuels. And meanwhile, the strongest country amongst the Gulf states is moving closer to Israel. The United Arab Emirates and Israel came out of the latest war with Iran with a relationship stronger than ever. One that is clearly also aimed against Turkey's
yeah, that's
influence
usually what they
and
do. Is like
spilling into
they'll
additional
ahead of time,
arenas.
see like which ones you
I'm
watch.
hoping so. And with these much
They'll go be
and we are
them
boots
big-
on the ground, bringing the
Yeah.
whole truth about what's happening
Then, of course,
in
they're gonna
Israel
take
and
sides
also
with the one
the
giving
war
them the
against the
donation.
Revolutionary Guards in Iran,
Well, I
which is
mean-
the head of the crumbling axis of evil in the Middle East. And 1 second before we begin, I want to call on you to keep spreading the truth.
Yeah, in
Share our
essence.
content with as many
Right, you
people
know what
as
I mean?
possible. Click on the subscribe button. And most important, do not forget to look for Yair Pinto, that's me, and Mati Shoshani on our social media platforms. to
Right,
get
like say
behind
you
the
were
scene
trying to
look
shut
of what it's
someone
like to
down
be
and you
in
saw
Israel
that.
during this war. So, you can do that by first of all hitting the subscribe button and then
They were getting in
looking us
contact
on
with
YouTube
people
and on other platforms, TV and Israel.
that may expose some things they don't want to expose.
Mati
So
will
they try
not
to
be with us today
impede
because,
upon
as I
those
said,
connections,
he's right now
and sometimes
joining
will
the
create.
IDF.
Right,
in
they'll
the
give
north,
them
in
donations,
South
get on their
Lebanon.
good side, so they're the
And he
ones
sent us
in
a very
good
short clip.
standings with them.
I just
And
arrived
just be
in
digging up
Kiryat
dirt
Shmuel,
and
which is
making
the
a
most northern
fear
city in
propaganda
Israel,
and threat
after a
towards the
thankfully
ones
uneventful
who
ride on a
are
motorcycle.
heading in the
Aside
direction
from
of.
a
Right, I
budget
mean, it's very
apocalypse, I
well
don't know if you can see
calculated
that.
and watched.
But aside from that, no events.
Ahead of
Myself
time, so to
and
speak.
Yael are cameramen about to embed with the IDF and go
Yeah.
into Lebanon. We can't tell you
I
exactly
can't really
where.
do too much about it.
but
Don't
this is
say
the
it
point of
any
the day
right or
where we go
wrong,
from
or this or that, just
civilian
again bring an
clothing
awareness,
and
trying
to
to
pull
help
out helmet,
expose some of these
pull
child
out the
abusers
vest.
feeding child and animal abuse to the
I need to tell you, it's been
activists.
a very, very long and
Feeders,
very
chasers,
eventful
there's so
season
much,
in
you
Lebanon
know.
for the IDF. And right now we get to see firsthand
Yeah, it's a whole
what has
other
been happening
business.
here,
I
what the
haven't seen
IDF is doing, and more importantly, what the enemies of the state of Israel have been
Yes,
doing
you're welcome.
in the years leading up to this moment.
Thank you.
The city that we're in is a place that we
We're gonna
filmed
go to
in
reading
multiple
class in a
times.
little bit, just
recent
listening
years.
to
Kiryat
this. It's
Shmuel.
live right
It took
now.
a substantial beating, and when I say that, I really mean it. From Hezbollah rockets, it's not a very big city as far as international standards, but for these people, it's their home, and it's been bombarded by rockets repeatedly by Hezbollah terrorists. And we're about to cross into the border with the IDF, and really see what's happening on the other side, to report to you at home firsthand what things really look like in this war. The headlines can be misleading. The words don't always give a full understanding, a full impression, the full sense of what's really happening. The picture, the image, the visual, that tells the whole story. And I came all the way up north, several hundred kilometers up, to see firsthand and to report to you back at home and show you exactly what's happening. There's going to be a season where we can't show this footage, but the minute we can, it's going to air. We're going to give you the full report on what's happening inside Lebanon, what the IDF is doing there, and more importantly, what our enemy, the Hezbollah, the Iran proxy, has been doing in this part of the world.
Again, Mati will not be with us today. That was a little clip from Mati, but yesterday he recorded an interview with an expert on Iran, and we will broadcast it very soon in today's report, so be sure to stay with us. The ceasefire has paused the recent violence. However, a spiritual battle is still taking place all over the world, and today, nearly 99% of Israelis do not know who Jesus, Yeshua in Hebrew, is. Think about that. nearly 99% of Israelis do not know Jesus. However, a miracle is unfolding, and One for Israel ministry is sharing the gospel, and Jewish people are accepting Jesus in numbers not seen since the early church. Many Arabs are also finding faith and unity. One for Israel is an initiative of native-born Israelis, good personal friends of ours, sharing the gospel, discipling believers, and equipping spiritual leaders all across Israel. As Romans 10 verse 1 expresses, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they may be saved. And your support helps bring the gospel back to Israel. And I want you to do something right now. Pick up the phone and call 800-879-5530. Again, that's 800-879-5530 to help share the gospel in Israel. You can also visit oneforisrael.org/pray. Again, oneforisrael.org/pray. Or scan the QR code that you see on your screens right now. So thank you very much. And now let's get back to the news, because near the Strait of Hormuz, a Chinese tanker carrying about 2 million barrels of Iraqi oil tried to pass through the most sensitive route in the world. This is already the third time since the beginning of Operation Roaring Lion that a vessel like this has tested the boundaries of the game against Iran, against the United States, and also against everyone who depends on energy from the Gulf. And at the same time, around Karag Island, Iran's main export gateway, there is almost no maritime movement visible. So the question now is simple. Is Iran slowly losing its economic oxygen, or is it preparing the region for the next round? I'm Yair Pinto, and this is Boots on the Ground. And today, we are going deep into the war between Israel and the United States on the one side, and then Iran, the Revolutionary Guards, and the pressure fronts that Tehran has built around the Middle East on the other. This is no longer a war taking place only over Iran. It is taking place at sea, in the Strait of Hormuz, on Karag Island, in Washington, in Beijing, in Lebanon, in the United Arab Emirates, and also inside the Iranian street itself. Let's begin with the sea, because that is where today we can see the clearest picture. The American naval blockade continues to put pressure on Iran. It does not always look like a major strike. It looks quietly. Ships are stopped. Export routes are disrupted. Tankers just wait. Maritime insurance becomes more expensive. And every day like this damages the regime's ability to bring in money. Karag Island is not just another point on the map. For years, it was one of the most important centers for the Iranian oil exports. From there comes the money that feeds the state, the Revolutionary Guards, the missile array, and Tehran's proxies all across this region. Now, satellite images point to an unusual situation. There's almost no shipping around the island. Storage at the oil terminal is filling up. Signs of oil leaks were also seen in the area. And once there is no more room to store the oil, the problem is no longer only economic, it becomes technical. You cannot simply shut down an oil well the way that you close a kitchen tap. Just close the water. Oil production is a system of pressure, pipelines, facilities, storage, and timing. If it is stopped sharply, sometimes it takes weeks to return it to full activity. This is exactly where the blockade begins to really hurt. In March, Iran's oil revenues were estimated at about $139 million per day. That money does not go only to the roads and the hospitals. A large part of it feeds the military and the regional system of this regime. Without stable exports, the Revolutionary Guards struggle to pay, to maintain, to rebuild, and to operate the same machine that Tehran has built over decades. And while the sea is being choked, Washington and Beijing are smiling in from the cameras, because the United States President Donald Trump met today in Beijing with the Chinese President Xi Jinping. The reception ceremony was impressive. A red carpet, an honor guard, an orchestra, children with flags, and all the symbols that China knows how to put on display when it wants to project power, order, and control. Xi said that the world has reached a new crossroads. He called on the two powers to be partners and not rivals, and spoke about the need to avoid the two-sided trap, the historic fear of confrontation between a rising power and an existing power. Trump, as usual, opened with a personal warmth. He praised Xi, called him a great leader, and said that relations between the United States and China could not be better. But behind the compliments, the room was full of hard interests. On the table are trade, Boeing aircraft, American agriculture, chips, artificial intelligence, Taiwan, and also Iran, and especially Iran. China is one of the most important buyers of the Iranian oil. It holds significant economic leverage over Tehran, and it does not want to see the Strait of Hormuz blocked for a very long time because China also needs energy, open shipping routes, and stability in the supply chains. Trump says that he does not need China to defeat Iran. We can do it one way or another, peacefully or in a different way, according to what he said before this visit. But in practice, China can help shorten the road. If Beijing pressures Tehran to open Hormuz, step down from impossible conditions, and release the crisis, then the fighting can remain under control. If it chooses to protect Iran behind the scenes, then the military option will quickly return to the center. And this is exactly the point where diplomacy and military meet. Iran is not coming to the table like a country that is asking only for a ceasefire. It's coming with a list of demands, designed first of all to save the regime. Tehran is demanding the removal of sanctions, the release of frozen funds, war compensation, and
dealing with information overload, Notebook LM can turn dense documents into dialogue with audio overviews.
Hormuz. Pay attention to the order that is here. First, money. Iran is asking for the money to be released. Then, oil. Then, Hormuz. First, the removal of all the pressure, and only afterwards, maybe a real discussion about uranium, about missiles, about nuclear facilities, and about Iran's proxies in Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, and Iraq. In Israel and Washington, we understand this trap. If Iran receives economic and maritime relief first, it receives time to move materials, time to repair their systems, time to rebuild their launchers, time to calm the street, and time to sell the world an image of the end of this war, while the threat itself remains standing. The nuclear threat has not left this table. On the contrary, American Energy Secretary Chris Wright warned in the Senate that Iran is frighteningly close to the ability to produce a nuclear weapon. According to him, Tehran is a matter of a few weeks away from enriching a ton of uranium to weapons-grade level. And we need to be precise here, because enrichment to weapons-grade levels is not a ready bomb. There is still a need to turn material into weapon, assemble a system, and build a delivery method. But a technical distance of weeks in the field of enrichment is a figure that explains why Israel and the United States do not treat this as a theoretical argument. At the same time, in Iran, they are already threatening to enrich to 90% if the pressure continues. This is not only a scientific statement, it is a strategic warning. Iran is telling the world, if you keep pressing, we will touch exactly the point that frightens you most. That's why the American demand is clear. Iran needs to hand over the enriched uranium in its possession, not keep it aside, not transfer part of it to a third country with a promise to receive it back later, not postpone the question to the next stage. Hand it over. And from Israel's point of view, a beautiful agreement has no meaning if the materials, the facilities, the missiles, and the money remains on the ground. A good agreement must change the capabilities, not only change the warnings. And here the missile question comes in. New intelligence assessments point to the fact that Iran still holds a significant missile capability. According to the data that has been published, Tehran has access to 30 out of 33 missile sites along the Strait of Hormuz. In addition, it managed to restore part of the access to the underground launch and storage facilities. Another assessment speaks of Iran still holding about 70% of its mobile launchers and about 70% of the missile arsenal that it had before this war. If this is true, the meaning is clear. Iran was hit hard, but it did not disappear. It lost systems, professionals, facilities, and infrastructure, but it can still threaten, launch, hide, and wear down. And this is exactly the kind of enemy that the Middle East knows well. It does not have to win in an open field. It needs to survive long enough to claim that it won. And during this time, Trump needs to make a decision to continue with the blockade and the diplomacy, or to go for a short, strong, and focused military move, and then return to the negotiating table from a tougher position. The visit to China placed him inside a tight timetable. He will not want to open a major move while he's standing in the heart of Beijing. But after returning to Washington, the question will return to the table. Should he wait longer or strike before Iran rebuilds too much? The American clock does not measure only missiles. It also measures politics, fuel prices, inflation, the approaching World Cup games, American Independence Day, the midterm elections in November. All of these influence Trump. And the Iranians know it. They estimate that he may break first in this poker game. They look at the American public, at the economy, at political patience, and try to hold on for a few more months. But every day that the blockade is still in effect, Iran pays a price. That price no longer stays only inside Iran. It goes outward. The war against Iran and the jump in energy prices are beginning to flow into the food markets. Hedge funds have sharply increased bets on agricultural commodities used for biofuels. Soybean oil, corn, ethanol, biodiesel, words that sound far from the balance, but eventually reach a price at the grocery store. When oil prices rise, countries look for alternatives. When fuel becomes more expensive, transportation also becomes more expensive. When fertilizers are hit, agriculture is hit. And before the conflict, up to a third of the global traded nitrogen fertilizer exports passed through this region. This is how a military crisis in the Strait of Hormuz becomes a field of more expensive food in America, in Europe, and also here in Israel. Iran understands this. It is not threatening only ships. It is threatening an entire global market. But against the Iranian pressure, sometimes new is beginning to form in this region. Something new and good. The United Arab Emirates and Israel came out of the last war closer than ever. In Abu Dhabi, they understood very well who threatened them and who helped them defend themselves. After that war, it was revealed that Israel developed and deployed air defensive systems in the Emiratis, including Iron Dome, the Magen Or, the laser system, and advanced systems for detecting UAVs. This is not only a security alliance. This is a new picture of the Middle East. An Arab country in the Gulf is using Israeli technology to defend itself against Iran. In Tehran, they saw it and responded with anger. A conservative Iranian lawmaker said that Iran no longer sees the Emiratis as a neighboring country, but as a hostile base. That sentence
Yes,
is
we are just hitting 10 a.m. here.
How Iran sees the Gulf. Anyone who move closer to Israel.
Yeah, I'm going to stop this one and then we're going to restart another one for reading class.
Partner. He's a pressure target. But the Emiratis are not alone. Saudi Arabia and Qatar prefer a more diplomatic line towards Iran. But they too understand
it's
that
kind of a nice morning. The sun's out a
become
little bit, kind of hazy.
Blackmail tool.
It's a good
As
morning
the
to do
Iranian
some
threat
spring cleaning.
expands, the Gulf states discover that the distance between
All right,
Abu
I'll see you
Dhabi,
over in
Riyadh,
evening class.
Doha, Kuwait,
Okay,
and
thank
Jerusalem is getting shorter. In
No
another
problem.
arena,
Thank you.
Lebanon is beginning